Ever felt loved but completely drained? Like you're giving 150% and your partner's barely making it to 50%? You constantly compromise, you sacrifice your peace, and you worry about their mood, all just to keep the relationship steady. You feel like you've lost a piece of yourself in the process. That feeling? It's the sound of your self-respect leaving the room. But here's the truth. You cannot build a healthy relationship on a foundation of resentment and overcompromise. It must be built on mutual respect. Today we're laying down the law. These are the 5 non-negotiable rules for respecting yourself in love. Master them and you won't just improve your relationship. You'll change your life. First, let's be clear. Self-respect in love isn't about being selfish. It's about being whole. It's the fundamental understanding that your needs, your time, and your core values are just as important as your partner's. When you respect yourself, you automatically teach your partner how to treat you. It sets the standard. When you lose it, you invite chaos. The relationships that truly last aren't the ones with no fights. They're the ones where both partners respect themselves enough to demand better. Let's dive into the rules that will define your future love life. Rule number 1. Define your absolute no's. These are your hard boundaries. In a healthy relationship, there are certain behaviors you must simply never accept. This includes lying, public humiliation, consistent emotional manipulation, or intentional disrespect of your family. Psychological insight. Accepting these behaviors even once sends a subconscious message that they are tolerable. This immediately erodes your sense of safety and self-worth. You don't have to be aggressive. You just have to be firm. Practical example. If your partner regularly dismisses your feelings with, "You're just overreacting," a self-respecting response is not to argue, but to calmly say, "I hear that you disagree, but my feelings are valid. If we can't discuss this respectfully, I will end the conversation now." The toxic alternative is minimizing your pain and saying, "Maybe I am being too sensitive." Don't do that. Rule number 2, protect your time and space. Self-respect means having a life that is independent of your relationship. You need your friends, your hobbies, your career, and your quiet time. Psychological insight. People with a strong sense of self are more attractive and less prone to codependency. When you constantly merge your identity with your partner's, you lose your internal source of happiness, making your relationship your only source, and that is far too much pressure on any partnership. Practical example. Schedule me time on your calendar and do not cancel it for minor things. If your partner asks you to skip your weekly gym session or book club every single week, you respectfully decline and say, "I love spending time with you, but I need this time to recharge. I'm looking forward to seeing you after." The toxic alternative is letting go of all your personal interests because your partner gets lonely or subtly complains. Rule number 3. Communicate your needs, not just your complaints. Complaining is easy. Asserting your needs requires vulnerability and self-awareness. Self-respect requires you to be your own advocate. You cannot expect your partner to read your mind. Psychological insight. The difference between a complaint and an assertive need is the I statement. A complaint attacks the person. A need addresses the problem. Practical example. Instead of, "You never help around the house," a complaint, try, "I feel overwhelmed when the dishes pile up. Could we agree on a schedule for who does them and when? I need that clear structure." This respects your partner by giving them a clear path to succeed and respects yourself by clearly asking for what you require. The toxic alternative is sulking and hoping your partner magically figures out what you want. Rule number 4. Do not chase. If you find yourself consistently initiating every call, every date, every apology, and doing all the emotional labor, you are chasing. Psychological insight. Chasing signals to your partner and to your subconscious that your time and attention are cheap. Stepping back allows your partner to meet you halfway and actively invest in the relationship, which is the only way for the relationship to be sustainable. Practical example. If you've reached out 3 times and haven't gotten a committed reply, step back. Focus on rule number 2. Wait for them to initiate the next move. When they do, acknowledge the effort. Self-respect says, "I value what I bring to the table. I will not beg for attention that should be freely given." The toxic alternative is sending multiple texts or becoming passive-aggressive to force a response. Rule number 5. Hold yourself accountable. This is the hardest one. Self-respect means you must respect your own decisions. If you decide that a certain behavior is unacceptable, rule number 1, you must follow through with the consequence, even if it means leaving. Psychological insight. Our deepest fear is not being alone. It's staying in a relationship that makes us fundamentally unhappy. When you hold yourself accountable to your own values, you build internal trust, which is the highest form of self-respect. If your core value is honesty, and your partner repeatedly lies, self-respect demands you choose your value over the fear of loneliness. The moment you betray yourself, the relationship is already lost. Let's quickly recap these 5 pillars of self-respect. 1. Define your hard boundaries. Protect your time and space. Communicate your needs clearly. Do not chase. And 5. Hold yourself accountable. Remember, respecting yourself is not a single event. It's a daily practice. It's the only way to deserve and receive a love that is honest, balanced, and truly reciprocal. Your value is not up for negotiation. Now I want to hear from you. Which of these 5 rules is the hardest for you to implement in your relationships right now? Let me know in the comments below. And if this video helped you take back your power, hit that like button and subscribe for more relationship wisdom. Thanks for watching.